Welcome to Addicted to Real Estate TV. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say you're going to invest in Philadelphia real estate? Oh boy, do I have a lot to talk to you about, so stick around.
To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah that's alright. Cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah that's alright. Cause you know that's alright.
Welcome to Addicted to Real Estate TV. Today's episode was sponsored by I Buy Houses. That's right, I Buy Houses. A retail location on 309 in the Montgomeryville area, okay, where you can just pop in and make a deal to sell your house. It's a hell of a lot easier than listing your house for sale with a realtor or trying to make a deal with somebody. Just show up at the store and make a deal. I Buy Houses, locations below, phone numbers below. Check them out and see if you can make a deal. Okay, I'm Phil Falcone. And today we're going to talk about investing in Philadelphia. You're a brave soul. This could be one of the most complicated and intricate videos I've ever made with all the rules and regulations there. I'll try to cover it quickly for you. Okay, here we go. First thing you need in order to do business in the city of Philadelphia, in the wonderful city of Philadelphia, is a $300 business privilege tax. You have to pay this tax to have the privilege of doing business in this wonderful city. So you got to start there because you can't get all the other things you need without having paid that first. That's a one-time fee. Now, if you're a real estate investor that buys a lot of properties in different entities, in different trusts, for example, which is the way you probably should be buying them, and guess what happens? You need a $300 business privilege tax for every property you buy if you buy it in a different name. And if anybody out there has figured out a way to get around that one, give your buddy Phil a call and let me know, because I could use a tip in that particular area. Okay, so you got your business privilege tax. Now you've paid that, you've got your certificate that proves you paid it. Now you've got to get your rental license. That's right, $50 for every unit that you own. Okay, so, and that's yearly, and they will bill you for it. You know, sometimes the bills come in the mail, sometimes they don't. But the rental licenses can be paid through the city. Once you pay it, they just bill you every year. $50 a unit, okay? Then we got, oh, my favorite, the rental suitability license. How is that different from the rental license? How the hell should I know? You know, I'm just a guy trying to make some money, and apparently all these rules, you're going to get the idea, they don't really want people like us investing in Philadelphia. How dare we try to make money? Anyway, I don't know what the hell the rental suitability license is. This is a new ridiculous thing they came out with, and it was fought. Now apparently it's active since sometime in 2011, and you're supposed to get this rental suitability license where someone comes out to inspect the property every time before you rent it. Okay, so I don't even know what that one costs. All right, this is one of my personal pet peeve here is I have to give them the Partners for Good Housing book whenever I rent a place for them. Well, basically, the Partners for Good Housing book pretty much dictates to them how they can screw me if I don't do everything right. Which, you know, it's just ridiculous. It tells them about lead-based paint and about, you know, calling the licenses and inspections on housing if the things aren't fixed according to your particular tenant's opinion. And, of course, the city arranges for, during any of these current violations to be going on, that no rental money can be collected. If you don't have your rental license and you're collecting rent, of course, your rent can't be collected. So all these wonderful programs. PGW, Landlord Cooperation Program. Now, PGW is owned by the City of Philadelphia. The City of Philadelphia, formerly over the years, what they would do is when you went to sell a house, they would when you had a house, they would provide the gas for your tenants. You couldn't even interfere in that contract because if you weren't the tenant and didn't have the Social Security number, you weren't even privy to find out if they owed money against PGW or not. Well, PGW would let them live there for years and not pay the gas bills. So the gas bills ran up to $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000, whatever the hell they were, right? And then when you went to sell the house, they banged you for it, okay? They never had a lien on it. They just did a search when the title search was going on. And somehow they would just bang you right then and there for $6 grand. It was the craziest thing. And then you call up and like argue about it and say, I can't pay this. I need, whose name was this in? They won't even tell you. They won't even tell you. It was amazing. All right, now they have the landlord cooperation program where I have to go to the PGW website and put in my name as a cooperating landlord in the event that the tenant doesn't pay the gas bill, that I would allow them in to shut it off. Like that would have ever stopped them in the past. If they wanted to shut you off, they would have just done it, okay? So they never needed the landlord's cooperation to do it. It was just, this is what they came up with. Oh, I'm still going. Now we got smoke detectors have to have 10-year sealed batteries. Okay, because if the tenant, you put smoke detectors in the property and when the batteries chirp in 6 months or a year later and they need to be replaced, the tenants would never replace them. And then in a fire, if the landlord took photographs of the smoke detectors and photographs of the fact that he installed them throughout the house, he could protect himself. Well, now that's no good anymore because now you have to put in the idiot-proof, tenant-proof, 10-year sealed battery smoke detectors. Okay, got a triplex? Guess what? You can't even use those things because the property's got to be hardwired, all right, hardwired so that if you get a fire in a lower level, it rings every smoke detector in the house, okay? And and you can't even use these wireless ones. I don't even think they allow you to use those wired ones that will save you all the cost of wiring the house, okay? Now you got to have carbon monoxide detectors, all right? And there's security deposit laws. Because basically the security deposit is the tenant's money which you are holding. Quite frankly, there's probably been 80 out of 100 times when a tenant just left the property, didn't pay the last month's rent, and made me use a security deposit for that purpose. I've never even practically ever had an opportunity in Philly to actually have an intelligent conversation with a tenant about whether or not the security deposit could or could not be used to do some repairs, all right? And on top of all this stuff, you've also got the Federal Fair Housing Act, which you've got to comply with, which has all kinds of restrictions about what can be on your applications, what you can say to people, what you can discriminate against, what you can use as a legitimate reason for not renting to them. How about lead-based paint pamphlets? You've got to give them out to people. And I understand that the EPA wants you to give these things out to educate people. But if you read the pamphlet, it actually leads people in the direction of suing the landlords, okay? Which just is ridiculous because lead paint can be contracted in many other places besides just in real estate, okay? You want some more stuff? Let me give you some more. How about trash fines, okay? The tenants put trash fines out and they send the landlord a bill. I love that one. That's just brilliant, you know? Why not bill the tenant? I mean, look, you don't know who lives there? I mean, come on. It's just ridiculous, all right? How about the trash fees? The trash used to be free. It was part of your taxes, so it wasn't free. You were paying for it, but it was included in your taxes. Now you get I don't even know what it is, $300 a year. You get a $150 bill every 6 months. If you own a commercial property, I don't even know what they bang you for, all right? How about when the tenant leaves, and he leaves his furniture there? And you're calling the freaking guy saying, can you come and get this shit out of here? I need to fix up this place and so I can start finally collecting rent since your dumb ass never paid me, right? You can't even move his stuff for 30 days, all right? And, and God forbid if you do, and then he finds out that you did, oh, then he can file a suit against you for money and all kinds of stuff. Or, of course, his furniture that really looked like trash, all right? And many times they just leave like 1 or 2 pieces there. You got to start asking yourself, is this trash? Is it not trash? Can I dump this shit? Do I have to hold it for 30 days? I can't call the guy. He won't answer my phone calls anyway. You don't know what the hell to do. I mean, the landlord is just piled on with all kinds of this stuff. It's just not right. Okay, the city of Philadelphia, I'm telling you, all I've ever done my whole life is come down there, buy messed up buildings, fix them up, spend money to fix them up, hire local contractors, spend money at local stores. That's called capitalism. That's called building the economy. And if your people don't want me there, guess what? I'll go somewhere else. There's plenty of other places that are more friendly to landlords. Bucks County has plenty of towns that they have much less rules. And Montgomery County has much more open policies in certain towns. And if I go to the court systems there, I'm not victimized because I've dared to be a businessman and I dared to make a profit. How could I possibly think of doing such a thing? Okay? And I'm doing some investing in Florida right now. The governments down there seem pretty friendly. Gotta tell you, pretty friendly. makes you think about where you should put your money, okay? So, you want to invest in Philadelphia? You're brave enough to do it? Hey man, good luck to you. I've documented a lot of the problems I've had with the city of Philadelphia in my book, Addicted to Real Estate. Why I can't stop and why you should start. And you should start. I just don't know if you should start in Philadelphia. If you enjoyed today's episode and you found it to be entertaining and hopefully give you some good information about where you should and should not invest, make sure you go to my website, addictedtorealestate.com, and put your name and email address in so I can keep sending you these free TV shows where I can give you little tips and tricks about how to be a more successful real estate investor. I'm Phil Falcone, and get your butt out there and get busy buying, people. It's a great time to buy. All right? I'm buying like crazy. Watch my TV shows and you're going to find out about a lot of things that I'm doing in 2013. Exciting things, okay? I got meetings coming up on January 7th. Here's one of the dates. I got a private money workshop coming up on January 19th. Here's the dates. You want to learn how to raise all the money you'll ever need for a piece of real estate the rest of your life? That's right. Did you hear what I just said? Raise all the money you'll ever need for the rest of your life. Okay? I'm going to teach you how to do that at this workshop. It's only $99. Would you spend $99 for the chance that if I was telling you the truth and I could teach you how to raise all the money you never need for the rest of your life, would you spend 99 bucks? I sure as hell hope you would. Because if you wouldn't, you're a knucklehead. All right? I'm Phil Falcone from Addicted to Real Estate, and I'll see you at one of these meetings coming up in January. Thanks.